Hey y'all, welcome back to our daily Bold and Beautiful chat. Today, Brooke and Katie were sitting at the table. It looked like they were having lunch, and they were talking about hope. And Eric stops by for lunch with Katie. She tells that to Brooke that Eric will stop by to have lunch with Katie ever so often, and that Quinn doesn't know it. Then it goes over to Zenday visiting Nicole at the office, and he's dancing around and feels real good. And he sits down on the edge of the desk and is up close talking to Nicole, and he leans in to give her a kiss. And just as he does that, Thomas and Steffi and Pam come into the office, and Steffi still had some cake in her hair, and she had been cleaned up, but you could tell she still had all the stuff on her from the cake fight with Sally Girl. And so they are talking some about what just happened with the cake fight. And they watch at the Spectra office. It goes to them, and Saul and Sally Girl and Grandma watched a video with Steffi in it after they posted it online. And Steffi wants to know how Thomas knows Sally. And the video worked because they are getting lots of views and lots of hits and lots of shares with the video. And I always feel like I have that too high. Anyway, Quinn tells Eric she's afraid their relationship won't last, and she always seems to do something to harm her relationships. And Brooke asks Katie if she feels like if Eric is more of a friend to her than just a friend and a neighbor. Does she like him more than that? And Zenday said to get security on Spectra. I'm not sure what that meant exactly, but it's what he said. And then Steffi sees the video where they posted it online, and she's not very happy about it. And back at Spectra, Sally and all of them watch the video. They read comments. They know that their line is gonna get a lot of popularity, and there was some kind remarks about what Sally was wearing. And Saul is worried about making the dresses because they only have the one working sewing machine. And Sally Girl says that all he has to do is make one outfit for the fashion show. That's all they need, is just one outfit. And it goes back to Eric, and he tells Quinn, he says things happen that we can't prevent. And she says a voice tells her that Eric could do so much better than her, and he leans over to her and they hug. Katie enjoys hanging out with Eric. She said that she enjoys that, and it's very peaceful there. And if you can hear my daughter hollering, I'm sorry. She knows I'm doing a video, but sometimes she gets full of herself. Katie remembers when she kissed Eric, but it wasn't really, it didn't look like any more than just a friendly kiss, but maybe she remembers it as more than that. Anyway, you can tell that Katie adores Eric. Well, she said she adores him, and you can tell her feelings run deeper. And Thomas, Steffi, and all of them realize that Sally Girl did the cake and that whole scene to get exposure for her company and for popularity. And Saul asked a friend over. I didn't really catch what this was about the friend coming over to get the receptionist job. But anyway, his friend got a receptionist job there. Just a reporter came in, and that's when Sally went ahead and gave her the job. But a reporter and a video or a camera guy came in to interview Sally Girl and talk about getting the recognition, and he mentioned about the cake fight and all that. And Brooke visited Eric, and Quinn watched and listened to them talk from the sidelines. And Brooke told Eric that Katie is developing a crush on him, and Quinn heard this. And I would be real upset to have someone tell a guy that I had a crush on them, and I don't know. Well, I guess I know why Brooke did it, because she's trying to get Katie and Eric together, and so she needed Eric to know that Katie liked him. But I would be so embarrassed if that someone told my secret. But anyway, then there's a show called Eye on Fashion, and Steffi and all of them watch that, and to see what's going on with the video and all. And Sally Girl said Forrester is so last century, made a lot of jabs at Forrester, and tried to make themselves look better. And the interviewer said that pretty much that Spectra was not honest, and they made cheap clothing and all that. And anyway, Sally Girl said that Spectra will open in 1 week. And back to Eric, and he looks at Brooke and says that she's kidding about Katie, and that Katie just thinks of him as a friend. And Brooke tells Eric to read between the lines, and that she also tells Eric that he has more than 2 options. The 2 options being Quinn or loneliness. And Katie Quinn remembers Katie kissing Eric and the conversation that she had with Katie afterwards. So then Brooke says she has to go, and she tells Eric not to forget what she said. And so when the door closes and Brooke turns around to walk away, there stands Quinn, and she tells Brooke to tell her sister that she will be watching her. So this is going to maybe send Quinn over the edge, or make Quinn do things that she really wouldn't do if she hadn't heard Brooke doing saying what she said. So that was today's show, and it was good, I thought. And I can't wait to see what happens tomorrow. So now we're going to talk about Quinn Forrester. Her real name is Rena Sofer, S-O-F-E-R. She was born December 2nd, 1968, and she is 49 years old. She's 5 feet 6 inches, and she has 2 children. She's been married twice and divorced once. She's been an actress since 1988. In 1995, she got a Daytime Emmy Award for her role of Lois Cerullo on General Hospital. Her first appearance was in 1993 as band manager. Her first high-profile role was as Rocky on the soap Loving from 1988 to 1991. She played Lois Cirillo from 1993 to 1996. She returned as a guest a couple of times and joined The Bold and the Beautiful in May of 2013. She has been in quite a few well-known shows in guest starring roles or supporting cast member roles. Some of those are Seinfeld, Friends, Ghost Whisperer, Two and a Half Men, so forth. In recent years, she appeared in the NBC series Heroes as Heidi Petrelli. In 2013, she had an appearance on Once Upon a Time playing Snow White's mother. In film, she appeared in Keeping the Faith, A Stranger Among Us, The Secret of Hidden Lake. She was also in Carrie in 2002 and Always and Forever in 2009 and Saved by the Bell Hawaiian Style. So that's what I found about Quinn. I think she plays a real good role. I think she transcends from being very scary and mean and mad and all those crazy things to being a very nice person. I think she's really, really pretty, beautiful, and anyway, I just think she does a good job. So that's it for today, and I will see you tomorrow. Have a great evening. Bye-bye.